So I tried to do it myself. This is what happens when you have an idea and ADHD. Too much time. Hello. What I have in the pot is a bunch of chicken boiling. Let's see if I can get it without too much steam. There you go. It's a bunch of chicken thighs. I think it's about 5 pounds or so. Straight in there, a bunch of water, no flavorings or anything. You can see all that yellow stuff on top. That is all fat, which we don't want for this project. But basically, what I'm trying to do is boil it down and render out all of the gelatin from the chicken. I'm trying to make, normally they're called like agar plates because it's made with agar. Agar is a gelatin seaweed derivative, but you can also make them with beef and gelatin. Basically, what you need to do to make these Petri dishes is include some sort of protein, some sort of sugar, and a gelatin to hold it all together. I couldn't find beef powder, which was what was recommended. So I'm trying to make aspic, which is basically just gelatin from the chicken. If you've ever done a roast chicken and then put it in the fridge and it's turned to jelly at the bottom, that's what I'm trying to make. But I gotta take the fat out, I gotta take all the meat out. I basically just want the jelly. So we're boiling a bunch of chicken thighs. Originally I was just gonna boil the hell out of the chicken, the chicken thighs, and because I have another one in the fridge and that's what I was gonna eat. But I made the mistake of pulling it out to see if it was fully cooked, and I tasted some of the chicken, and now I'm like, I can't let 5 pounds of chicken thigh meat go to waste. So I'm gonna pull some of it off and set it in a container to eat for dinner or something. Maybe make a chicken salad, because it was at that perfectly cooked stage. Okay, we're doing a quick chicken update. Turn the light on. So the point was to get all of the gelatin. I think we've done that. Not sure. I do think we're at the point where I need to either strain it or, I'm gonna strain it and maybe do some more water to see if we can get more out. But this batch of liquid is gonna be very fatty. So I've got to get the fat off the top, which is pretty simple. It's a multi-step process. Basically what you do is you boil another pot, big pot, full of water. You put as much of just the fat as you can, which is the yellow stuff on top. You can see it's sitting on top of the water. So you take as much of that out of this water, you put it in the other water, you boil it up really good, and then you put it someplace cold. And so what will happen is the fat will all float to the top and become solid, and then the water will be at the bottom. You can actually just literally lift it up off, and that will just leave kind of clean water underneath. I think that's what we're gonna try, and then I can use that water that was underneath to do another boiling, because I have more chicken. So this has been on low, so it's actually quite cool, which is definitely why I'm not gonna eat anything from here, because it is not food safe. And I'm actually concerned that there is a considerable amount of bacteria already in here. Hopefully that all dies off once I bring it up to boil again, because I have to do that to make the Petri dishes. Wish me luck. I made a huge mess. It overboiled twice yesterday, and now the stove is covered in that really hard to get off stuff that I really wanted into my Petri dishes. That protein gelatin stuff. So, oh well. Hi, it's Chloe Marie. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Petri dishes that I'm trying to make. It's day 3 of boiling chicken. My roommate has left the building to be with her parents because she hates the smell. So it has to end today. I ran to Wally World and I got a little pitcher. Let me show you. It's one of these, so it opens at the bottom. You can kind of see. So you pour the grease in the top, a little bit of a strainer, and then you let it sit, and the grease will all float to the top. I'll probably stick it in the fridge for a little bit, and then you pull the lever, and all of the broth will come out the bottom. It's meant for things like pancakes. You can also put in grease and stuff like that. So we're gonna give that a go, see if we can't get the fat out, and then I think it's just gonna be a process of a lot of straining. Basically, I want clear liquid. There was a positive note when I was eating some of the chicken yesterday that I had pulled off from the first batch. It had jelly all over it. So I was like, at least I know it's working. So we'll I'll give you guys another update. But yeah, I had to go out and buy special equipment because I was doing everything with the spoon last night, and that was not the business. So see you later. Hi, it's Chloe Marie. Giving you an update on the chicken situation. It's become the project from hell. So it took me about 3 days to boil everything down. It made a huge mess. I had to go over to my parents' house to put all the dishes in their dishwasher because our dishwasher is too small. It doesn't fit any of the stock pots. I got every single one of my bowls dirty, every single one of my pots and pans dirty. And I don't even think it worked. So I'm going to turn around and show you the aftermath. This is where, see, the stove is at right now. Boom. See that baking soda? This stove flips up. It's got these little things. If you didn't know this, your stove probably has them too. It's kind of like your car, where it's got these little things. So the stove looks like this. The things are in the dishwasher, and then these just clip in like that. Boom. And they just pull out. So if you have an electric stove that looks like this, it does that if you need to clean it. There was this really rank chicken smell coming from our kitchen, and I didn't know where it was from. I thought chicken juice had just spilled on top here, and you could see it's still all over the place. This is after I've already done an initial cleanup. So the chicken juice had spilled everywhere, and I thought, okay, it's just on the surface. I'll get that cleaned up. It'll stop smelling. I knew I needed to pull the bowls out because the little metal things were super gross. So I pulled the burner out, figuring I'd give those a good scrub too. Pulled out the middle things, and I discovered that this side was completely full of chicken juice that had spilled 2 days prior. So I opened this up, put that up. This side doesn't like to stay. There we go. And I don't know if you can tell, but like this thing is deep, right? Like it's about, I don't know, about an inch deep. It was completely full. I had to use a ladle to spoon the juice out. It filled up completely, plus a little extra, a sandwich container, which I can show you. So this sandwich container was filled to the brim, plus a little extra that I had to do a second time, full of rancid chicken juice that had fallen under the burner. It was so gross. I'm really glad I found it instead of just trying to do the surface clean, because it would have, oh my god, it was so bad in here. So that's where I'm at today, is I have to deep scrub the stove, and then I've just got this chaos over here. I just need to clean it up. That's how the chicken juice is going. I have to finish cleaning the stove before I can even try to make the gelatin agar plates. So I'm going to attempt to get that done today. I am still recovering. It was Sunday night that I was working on all the chicken juice, and I was up till 5 a.m. dealing with it, straining it, getting it to cool, putting it in all these different containers, and oh my god, it was such a big mess. If it doesn't, honestly, I think I ruined it. I think it cooked too hot, and I think the gelatin started to burn. So if it's ruined, it will not surprise me. I'll be a little disappointed, but I won't be surprised. If it does work, I'll be so happy. But if it doesn't work, I have 2 more option Bs. I've got like some no sodium, like no salt added beef broth, which is kind of what they recommended, doing it yourself. And then I've also got agar powder, which is a seaweed derivative. Basically, it's the vegetarian equivalent of the beef gelatin or the chicken gelatin. And it's kind of what they use. Like, I always hear them called agar plates, which is those little round Petri dishes that you see people put like swabs on for check for bacteria. They're called agar plates because they use the seaweed gelatin. But you can make it with animal gelatin. Since I don't live near the sea, I can't go get seaweed. So I tried to do it myself. This is what happens when you have an idea and ADHD. Too much time. I keep looking at it. All right. I'll give you an update in a little bit. I'm still in my pajamas. This is it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I only got up a little while ago. Messing with my sleep schedule when you have 2 sleep disorders, it's a bad idea. And I did it, and I have been paying the price ever since. This week has basically been a write-off. Hopefully, I think today I'm gonna get back on schedule. Like, I slept really well. My body's starting to feel less like I've been run over by a truck. I think I need more water, really. Big part of it. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be back hitting the ground running. Got to do a lot of work because I haven't made any money this week. Because basically, I've been zoning out. I literally have been zoning out. But I watched Loki with my mom, so it's not a complete loss. So, okay, I will give you guys an update in a little bit. Bye. Okay. So I was about to make the Petri dishes with to make the agar plates for my project, and I did a little internet research to find out how much gelatin I should probably add. I figured I was going to be making my own recipe, and as it turns out, it's probably not going to work because agar plates grow specific types of bacteria. So if it's not present in the solution added, then it's not going to grow. Also, you can grow bacteria in basically a broth-like substance. So chances are the liquid I've been using does in fact contain a lot of bacteria. So I think what I'm going to need to do is make sure I'm gonna have to do a control. Extremely sterile conditions and then just normal. I'm probably not going to do the agar plates because they apparently gelatin, it's hard to get gelatin sterile because it melts at such a low temperature. So I'll probably still give it a try just because I have all the chicken broth. So yeah, now I got to rethink how I test things. Okay, so I made myself a little cheesy roll up tortilla and some sliced cheese. And I thought about my predicament and I've decided I am scrapping the agar plates. I know in my heart that chicken juice is not good anymore. I keep saying chicken juice, it's chicken broth. The broth is not good, so I'm gonna toss it. That was a lot of work. At this point, I don't care. I just want it gone. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, I know I have the equipment to sterilize a bunch of stuff, so I'll just grab some scrap. I think I've got some Royal Lang nickel plate. What do you call it? Paint. Some extra Royal Lang nickel paint that I accidentally bought duplicates of, and I will use that, and I'll do a couple of controls where I just do what I've been doing, and then I'll do a couple where I make sure everything is super sterilized every time and see if I get different reactions. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then yeah, I think I just I don't think I understood enough about why Petri dishes are used. I thought it was just to show presence of any bacteria, but apparently you use different types of agar plates in different conditions to look for different types of bacteria. And I don't have a microscope that will show me like cell structure, so I won't be able to identify really easily what different types of bacteria there are. And it doesn't really matter in my case what it is, it's just whether or not it's affecting the outcome of the distillation process. So we will give that a go and we'll go from there.